Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another LSPDFR video. So in today's video, we're gonna continue where we have left off. So in our last video, we talk about how to customize your pet accessories basically. So we're talking about the taser, the belt, the weapon, the mic. And since then, I did add the bicycle helmet in the game. So as you can see, I did go ahead and I added the bicycle helmet in the game. So I added to my pet. So as you can see, I'm fully outfitted. My gears, belt, everything. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how would you take these gears and apply to your backup. So if I go ahead and I call for backup, let's go to, and you don't do the, I'm using ultimate backup, of course. And of course, if you guys did not watch the last video, I'll leave a link in the top right of the video description. But I'm using ultimate backup, and if you select patrol unit local, then you're gonna get your local vehicle patrol backup. But if you want the backup to be exactly what your pet is, which is in our scenario we have a bicycle, so if I want my backup NPC to come as a bicycle unit, then of course I would have to go down and I have to select patrol. So if I go ahead and I select patrol,
copy, I'll route him on Hamber Drive.
hopefully it sends me, I already did it for females, so hopefully sends me a male, because I'm just doing it for the male. I'm showing you guys how to do it for the male. Open this one. Yeah, this is definitely a male backup. So as you can see guys, they don't have the gear that I have. As you can see, they don't have the gear. They're using the vanilla gears, of course. The belt, nothing is there, and they're just wearing like a regular cap. So I'm gonna show you guys how you can make your backup looking like this guy over here to looking like mine, with the taser, the belt, everything. All right, so right here, right in front of the station. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to open up your EUP menu. Basically, I already loaded my EUP menu, so for me to get it up, the hotkey of course is F11. So we're gonna go ahead and hit F11. Then from there, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, if you guys don't have your pet being a bicycle, then you can actually go to the EUP law and order, and you can go to whichever department you want. In our scenario, we're gonna go to BCSO, which is Blaine County, and of course you're gonna look for the bicycle. So bicycle is, I think that's under special operation. There they are. So special operation. All right, here it is. This is how it currently looks. This is what your backup pet is gonna look like, right? As you can see, minus the belt, of course. But this is basically what they're gonna look like. So how do you change the belt, the cap, all that stuff? So once you go ahead and you select whatever department you want, then we're gonna back out and we're gonna go up to wardrobe, and we're gonna go into wardrobe, and then we're gonna create an outfit. Now the first thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to change the cap. So you go ahead and you look for the cap that you want to put on his head. Now in our scenario, I'm looking for the bicycle helmet, which I believe is at 3. So we're gonna go all the way down to 3. There it is. And we're gonna change the texture. So you're gonna go ahead and change the texture. For me, because I'm using an Xbox controller, that would be RB for me, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit RB. Let me make sure. There we go. And I'm gonna leave it at 3. So I have my hat being number 4 and the texture being 3. Right? So there we go. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to, now we could proceed from here, changing the, you know, the belt, changing the taser, all that stuff, and the mic. But I don't want to get you guys confused, right? So the next step that you guys want to do is you want to go ahead, and for me, I'm gonna hop out of the game. Do I opt out of the game? That would be Control tab. And from Control tab, let me do that again. I'm going to go over and I'm going to go to my ultimate backup area. Now, I do already have the XML file pulled up, but let me go ahead and close it just in case you guys don't know how to find your XML file. Then you would actually go into your plugins folder and go into Ultimate Backup. So for me, we're gonna go over. There we go, and this is my GTFI folder. Now from the GTFI folder, you're gonna again go into your plugins folder. From your plugins folder, you're gonna go to your LSPDFR folder. Here we go, and now you're in your LSPDFR folder. Now from the LSPDFR folder, you're gonna go into the Ultimate Backup folder, and then from the Ultimate Backup folder, and using EUP menu, we have identified that the bicycle outfit is in special unit. So we're gonna go into special unit. Here we go. Now again, I am using Notepad++. I love Notepad++ because it colorizes everything, so it makes it easy. Now from Notepad++, I'm gonna go up and hit the find icon. All right, let me bring that over, and on the find icon, I'm gonna type in bicycle. So BICYCLE, and we're gonna hit find. And we're gonna keep going find until we see the Blaine County one. So we're gonna keep going down. As you can see, it's Rockport Hill Bicycle Patrol. I'm gonna keep going until I see Blaine County. So Las Santas right here. Keep going, and there we are. So now we are at the Blaine County Sheriff Office Bicycle Patrol. This is where we want to be. Now that we're here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna scroll down. Here's the bicycle right here, which is a vehicle, right? Then we want to go here. So we have male C class and we have female class C, right? So I already did it for the female, so now I'm going to do for the male. So the first thing I want to do is, here's the line right here, male. Make sure that you don't mistake these lines. So we're going to go here and we're going to go all the way over. Let me scroll over. And we are going to go to where it says props hat, text hat. So we have confirmed that our props was for the hat was 3, I believe. Let me go back in there just to be sure. So we're gonna go back into the wardrobe and we're gonna go to hat, and it was number 4. So number 4 with texture 3. Let's go ahead, go back. Let's go back to the XML file. So we're gonna go to Control again and hit the tab key. There we are. And we are gonna change. So we're gonna change the prop hats from 50 to 4. So let's back out, hit 4, and then we're gonna change the text hat, which is the texture, from 1 to, we did say that's 3. There we go. So now we have changed the hat. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the save icon. So that has been changed. So that is the first thing that we've changed. So the next thing that we need to change is we need to change, let's go for the mic, right? Now, how do you find the mic? Because there's nothing in here that says mic, right? It basically just shows the prompt and the textures, right? So what you do is you go back into your game, you go back into EUP, I should say, menu, and you go down and you find which one would be your mic. So mic typically falls under Armory, right? Let's do that. There we go, Armory. But I have these special ones installed in the game. So I'm gonna be utilizing these ones. So I'm gonna go with 40, right? Now, before I continue, let's back out. Let's start over, right? Let's start over. So we're gonna again launch, and we are going to go to our uniform, and we're gonna go to special unit, and we're gonna select bicycle. So this is it, right? Now we're gonna go back out. We're gonna go to wardrobe. We're gonna go to create, and we're gonna see what armor is set to. And armor is set to 15. As you guys can see, it says 15 of 65. So the next thing that we need to do, we identify that the armor that is currently on us is 15. We go back to our ultimate backup file, right? And we kind of slide left to right and see which one of these are set to 15. So if you want to start from the left, going over, right? Shirt texture, pants, compose pants, pants texture, hands, texture, shoes, compound shoes, or camp shoes, I should say. Sorry, not compose, but camp shoes. And that is 13. And we keep going over until we see anything that is set to 15. There we go. So the only thing that is set to 15 is compt_task. There we go, 15, right? So we've identified this is our armor right here. So once you've identified your armory, you go back into the game. There it is, 15, and you cycle through to the one that you want. So for me, again, I'm going to go ahead and apply it at 40. Now once I've go ahead and select 40, I control tab out of the game once more, and I change it from 15 to 40, right? And then I go ahead and hit save, right? So that's 2 down. So we have our bicycle helmet, which was 3. Oh, sorry, which was 4, right here. So it's 4 with texture 3, and we have also changed our comp task, which was 15 to 40, right? So the next thing that we need to change is our belt, right? There we go. So we need to change our belt. Now belt is typically undercoat, right? There it is, undercoat. There it is. Right, now the belt that I selected was at 40, right? So what we need to do is find out what is 40, right? So we're gonna cycle through, and we're gonna see what is 40. Actually, you know what? It is 54, which is camp_accessories. Now the reason why it says 40 for me is because, again, I already applied to my ped, right? To my ped or my MP, as you can see. But when I did call backup, they actually had the yellow vanilla taser with belt. So I believe that is at, let me tab back out. That is 54. So what I'll do is I'll change it from 54 to, let's do 38 with texture 2. So 38 texture 2. So let's go ahead and tab out, and we're gonna do on the camp_accessory, we're gonna do 38. Here we go. And then we're gonna do texture, which is text_accessories. We're gonna do, what did we say? It's 2. So we're gonna change that to 2. There we go. And then we're gonna save. So we have changed the, and of course, if you wanted to change the weapon, right, which is your holster, all you'd have to do is now look to see which is holster. Holster currently is 9, but it is not 9 for your backup, your ultimate backup ped. So I think that would have been under, there it is. I think it would be undershirt. Yeah, I think it would be undershirt. There you go. Yep, I think it definitely would be undershirt for that one. So if you do need to change a weapon, which is your holster or your holster weapon, then it would definitely be the cam underscore shirt overlay, right? But for me, I'm gonna leave it where it is. So there you are. Now from there, let's go ahead, back out of the game. I'm gonna go ahead and reload the game, of course, because we did make change to the ultimate backup XML file, so you have to reload the game. You have to reload the game so those changes can take effect on the game. So now that we reload the game, we're gonna go on duty. So I'm gonna force duty by typing force duty, of course. There we go. And then from there, I'm gonna go back into EUP, and from there I'm just gonna select the outfit. So we're gonna go down, just giving those plugin time to load, and I'm gonna go special, and I'm gonna go bicycle. Now don't worry about how it looks here in EUP menu. Don't worry about this right here. What is important is what does it look like when you call for the backup. So let's go ahead now and do code 3 and do patrol again.
Backup required.
Let me call a few of them just in case I'm getting all female. One can be a male.
243.
So let's see if this works for us, guys.
Copy.
So we have 3, we have 1 coming here. Hopefully this is a male. Is it a male? There we go. There we go, guys. So we have, there we go. We have the outfit. I'm gonna have to change them from arriving with with AR pistol, but there it is. No, your ultimate backup looks exactly the way that it's supposed to. There we go. Here's another one, and there is my female, of course. So yeah, and that is how you modify your EUP to make your backup look exactly like your pad, of course, or your ped, of course. But yeah, if you guys enjoy the video, remember to share, like, subscribe, turn on that post notification, so once I drop another tutorial video, you guys won't miss us out. Until next time, see you guys on the next video.